TJ Trackus.
Totally
Trackus. Totally jumble mumbo. What are some of your go-to Christmas movies each year? Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Is it? Let's just talk about that forever. When it will be talked about forever. Hey, you know what? We need a video to go up on Christmas that is Christmas related because I don't think we have any. We might put up this one. We do weekly Q&As over our Patreon, and this is one of those examples. Maybe this video's up there. Just saying that in case. There's more. Gosh, TJ, ever since you had a daughter, you just can't stop talking. I tend to lean towards more of the comedy-focused Christmas movies. The Santa Claus, Home Alone, Jingle All the Way. All three of those movies have shown over time that there's a lot of psychologically messed up things with those characters and what they do.
Comedy comes from dysfunction.
My dad has made it a tradition to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You have literally listed all the Christmas movies that I watch. I think those are the only Christmas movies, like actual Christmas
And
movies.
none of the movies I watched.
like a real Christmas spirit is those movies right there that I want. Like Die Hard takes place around Christmas. So does Lethal Weapon.
And I was Home Alone.
I'd argue that, but at least Home Alone uses like Christmas music and stuff like that. And there's a whole decor, and it's at home, and then they come home, and now they gotta have Christmas with the family.
Hey, I'll give it to you.
Die Hard. You know what Die Hard is? We went to this haunted maze, like one of those. It's called Reign of Terror in October for Halloween, and it's brilliant. I like it more than Halloween Horror Nights and Not Scary Farm. And then we went to their Christmas edition, and while it was still great, it was primarily just people wearing scary masks and a couple of decor, but pretty much the same thing. And
Couple
that
Christmas accoutrement.
but for the most part, it was the same thing. And that's what Die Hard is. It's kind of just got some Christmassy things put here and there, but it's not a real Christmas movie, okay?
It doesn't have anything to do with the message or spirit of Christmas.
So, yeah, this is my opinion. But if you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, then okay.
More power to you. Do what
That's
you want.
fine. That's fine. Yeah, I would say I definitely the Santa Claus is probably my top one. I love Jingle All the Way. I really do.
Put that cookie down.
It is so cheesily bad, but man, I eat that up. I love that film. It is so fun.
We watched that so many times growing up when we would do those winter, like the whole school would sing a song and we'd all have to wait around. So while waiting, we would watch Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Like for a few years on end.
Home Alone, I just can't help but see the psychological abuse that inflicts on Kevin McAllister, the whole movie, from his family into the psychopath he turns. I do not have. That's not even me like, hey, I got a funny take or perception on. It's all I see now when I watch that movie.
Yeah, the most recent time I saw it, I couldn't lock into the whimsy anymore.
Yeah.
It was just like, all these people are the worst.
Yeah. Christmas Vacation is a great one. That's a perfect pick right there.
Saw that for the first time a few years ago.
You know what I liked? I just saw it recently. My lady and I, right after rewatching, I think, The Last Jedi, we put on Noel.
Oh.
And
the new Netflix? Or is it Disney,
Disney
Plus?
Plus.
Sorry. Whoops.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? When you have control over the camera.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of things.
I really like Noel. It is just it has the Rotten Tomato score it has for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a made-for-TV movie, but it's also a streaming movie, so you kind of give it a pass. Christmas film, but I think it's very charming. And yeah, there was a couple of heartwarming, touching messages towards the last half hour that ultimately led this guy to tears. And there's some genuinely really funny stuff in it. I feel like with Christmas movies, they're not really a high tier. There's some great ones, of course, but a lot of the time, I like bad Christmas movies. As long as the spirit and the energy is there and the family vibes and stuff, I can get on board with it. I don't really judge it as harshly as I do other films.
Well, yeah, there's a level of like sweetness and saccharine that I think a Christmas movie, long as it drives home by the end, the Christmas spirit and togetherness. Yeah, I feel like that can make up for a lot of not very great filmmaking.
Yes.
Because, yeah, it's like, why are we here? To feel fun and nice and, to maybe bond with our family a little bit or something.
Krampus is a great one, I think.
Krampus, yeah, hell yeah.
Krampus is a perfect one.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my God, it is not You've Got Mail. It's the original black and white one with those famous
You've
people.
Got a Newspaper?
You've Got Mail's the third one.
Oh.
Little Shop Around the Corner.
Oh.
That's
Wow.
it, right?
I don't know. It sounds
Where
like a
they're
movie that
co-workers and they really like, they're sending each other mail. Like, it's not email, but it's
and they
mail.
don't realize that they're just around the corner from each other? Okay.
And then the second one was remade into a musical with the girl from
Man
Wizard of
Eating
Oz.
Plants.
What the hell's her name? Judy Garland. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Wow,
yeah.
This is a whole history lesson for me.
John, pay attention. They're going to do a fourth one with social media.
Oh,
It's going
great.
to be really hard because they send each other like dick pics.
You've got
like
notifications.
nudes, but they don't have the face.
Yes. Yeah, just a headless dick pic.
You got to do the social media version of
Yes,
that.
the
that plot line.
heartwarming, sex-heavy.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Good
Why haven't they
golly.
done it yet?
Oh, it's coming. Don't worry. It's coming soon.
How do you hide that identity?
We can write that and sell it and make money.
When he finally reveals himself, he just pulls out his dick.
I know that penis anywhere.
And just like that, this video that's made for adults, because that's what YouTube wants, is now demonetized because it's definitely made for adults.
Hey, we use the technical terms, so maybe they'll go easy on us.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
John, what are some other ones you watch?
Oh man, well, to get into the Christmas spirit at home with my family, usually part of the tradition is to watch Meet Me in St. Louis, because that kind of traverses all the different holidays.
The Judy Garland one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too.
And actually, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas comes from that movie.
That is good.
So that's one. Another classic that I love is It's a Wonderful Life, which I finally got to see in a theater a few years back, which was wonderful. That's one of my very favorite holiday movies.
Did you hear how we said it?
Theater.
Theater.
I like that pronunciation.
It's pretentious.
Yes.
Film
yeah,
snob.
Pretentious, because I went with
Pretentious
the southern
film snob.
pronunciation.
Look at the mob movies I love.
Hollywood blockbuster film snob. White Christmas is another one that we watch a lot. Miracle on 34.
White people love White Christmas.
White Christmas, Black
I'm
Christmas.
the first one to make that joke.
Black Christmas, if you want to get horror in your Christmas diet, that's also like before Halloween even. That's like the proto-slasher. And it's progressive for its time. It's actually a really good film. Another one is Miracle on 34th Street. Both the original and the remake, because my friend's in the remake, so gotta support. Arthur Christmas is an animated movie that I really love that I think kind of got overlooked the year it came out, but I pull it out every year, and it is fun and imaginative and quite moving.
What do you want?
What's your favorite Christmas
He's
movie?
my
Watson?
favorite. Oh, my favorite Christmas movie is the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh yeah, gotta love it.
Look at that.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
This is the first picture in the fourth version
Oh yeah.
of Little Shop Around the Corner.
My neighbor Poe Dameron. My neighbor Solaro. the Grinch cartoon.
I'm surprised John hasn't said one that I know he loves.
Actually?
Huh? Love Actually?
Is
Yeah.
that what you were leading me to?
Yes.
Yeah, that's another one. We saw that in the theaters. I fixed it just for you.
It's theater.
In the South. Yeah, we saw that in the theater, and for whatever reason, when we were like 14, we were like, I really like this movie. And yeah, it's aged in an interesting way, but I still quite enjoy watching
This guy
it.
just wants to be on camera. Look at you, Watson. You got like evil eyes when you have the thing.
Pull out a lot of the Rankin Bass
I don't remember.
animation specials.
What's the name of that Kurt Russell Santa movie that came out? I
I
like that one. That's what I mean. That's not
Oh.
good, but I like it. It's so fun.
I know what you're talking about. And I
Oh,
can't
what
place
was
the
it
name.
called? I watched it.
If I duck out of the frame for a moment, I can
I
Google
definitely
it.
listed movies that I was introduced to by my girlfriend Olivia. I have to mention that.
Aw.
Speaking of my girlfriend Olivia, let's do our thumbnail pose. in front of them. I got my very first Christmas tree. Never had one growing up.
Aww.
And my lady and I went shopping around the corner to a local place, and they had this Christmas tree, and we picked it out. She decorated the whole thing, and now it's finally going to be featured on the YouTube channel with John. Thumbnail. Oh my gosh! How do we make sure? Let's just move this thing out of the way. We gotta like really just center the tree, and then yeah.
Oh, and don't forget, All the Creatures Were Stirring, the horror anthology movie that I acted in. Go find it on VOD.
Let's get a little tighter. Yeah. This is not working.